Hi, everyone. This is Mark Plunkett, the pastor of Heritage Presbyterian Church, and this is another of our 2-minute Bible lessons. And Joshua took over. Joshua was now the leader of the Israelites, and they had escaped from Egypt, and they had spent 40 years wandering in the desert, and the Lord fed them every day by putting manna on the ground. Manna is some kind of a bread, kind of a substance. We're not exactly sure what it was. The Hebrew word for manna actually means, what is it? So, again, adds a little layer of we really don't know. But whatever it was, it fed the people of God for 40 years. When they got to the promised land, when they had crossed over the river and Joshua was leading them, all of a sudden, in chapter 5 of Joshua, it tells us there was no more manna. Well, the reason there was no more manna is that the Israelites had reached a transition. It wasn't that God was punishing them. It's just that they were now going from being the people who were escaping Egypt to the people who were entering the promised land. So when they were in the promised land, they didn't need manna anymore. They could eat from the crops that they planted. They could hunt different animals. They could fish in the streams. They could pick fruit right off the trees. It was a land flowing with milk and honey. That's how it was described. It was a beautiful, wonderful land, and they were home. And that was a great transition. Transition is when something changes in a major way. It's not some little thing, it's a big thing, whatever it was. And the big thing was the people were going from being travelers to living at home. They didn't need manna anymore. They still needed God, but they didn't need manna. Whenever there's a transition in your life, you may not need something that you needed before. And sometimes that can be a really good thing. But no matter the transition, we always need God. Amen.